Hey, good morning, Rough and Tumbler. So it's about 6 a.m. Got about maybe 45 minutes before I need to head off and start my day. So we're going to do a little bit of orientation practice. So what I've got is I've got a stake here. I found one of those flags, one of those little flags that they use, utility people use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my compass to take a bearing and make a square without looking at the flag and see how close I get back to the beginning. So what I'll do is I'll look at my compass and I'll take a bearing and I'm going to try to walk a 50 pace square and see how good I am at staying on target. And you can do this at home to see how good you are at following the bearing on your compass. The world is full of people who think they know how to do things they don't really know how to do. Don't be one of those people. Actually practice with your tools. Actually get dirty and go use them. And then don't use the perfect tool. Obviously you could go buy a $100 compass, some sort of fancy thing, but I just used a garbage compass that you get at the dime store, and it still points roughly north and you can still do things with it. And it's amazing how accurate you're able to be just on a simple test like that. This is just a cheap throwaway compass, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to walk dead west 100 paces, and I've got something, a landmark in the distance. If I look up, then I can see that little piece of fence right there. You can see that, and that looks to be dead west from where I am. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to walk dead west, and it's not quite dead west. It's actually just a couple of markings on the left of that, it would be. So that's the way I'm going to walk, and let's do 50 paces. So I've walked 50 paces dead west. So now I'm going to turn, and the goal would be to walk 50 paces dead south. And so I'm standing here and I'm looking at what south landmark would be, and if I look up, there's a light right there, dead center of the screen, and that would be on this corner of the church. And I'm going to do 50 paces that direction. Now I'm going to walk dead east, and this is really pretty hard to do here, but I'm going to get here and I'm going to pick a landmark, and it looks like it's just to the left of that fire hydrant in the distance. Just to the left of that, between that and the edge of that tree. So for the last exercise, I need to walk dead north. And I don't want to spot the yellow flag on the ground and inadvertently walk toward the flag. So I'm going to look straight up, not looking at the ground. And if I look straight up, it looks like there's 4 little crests on that tree. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the second one is dead north, and I'm going to walk towards that. So where's the stake? It's right here. So how many paces is that? It's 1, 2, 3. So I'm 3 paces off as a result of my exercise. I want to point out that orientation is more than just maps and compasses. It's easy in life to get turned around, to lose your sense of direction, to get lost. When you focus on a particular goal, and that goal is single-minded, then you sort of lose sight of the things around you. This is what we mean by disorientation. Hyper-focus on goals is not the essence of the meaning of life. So we might say to ourselves, I've got this to-do list, I've got these goals, I need to get this done, that done, this done, and that done. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be another to-do list tomorrow, and another to-do list the day after, and the day after, and the day after. We busy ourselves with all manner of activities. But maybe the orientation is the thing that should be the goal. Let's say that your goal is to be there for the kids at soccer practice. But when you get there, you're not properly oriented. So maybe you're present, but only in a physical sense. You're grumpy. You're not getting along well with the other parents. You're raising your voice. You're screaming at your kid. You didn't participate. You didn't bring snacks for your child or to share with the other children. So being properly oriented in the activity may be actually more important than the activity itself. Staying centered, staying oriented may be more important than the goal itself. And I would go so far as to say it is more important than the goal itself. This is why we begin our student pledge with the words, "To north, south, east, and west, we send our plea, that we may be blessed by our Creator and the better angels of our nature." Because we know that our orientation is actually more important than our destination. Because if we are oriented properly, then wherever we choose to go, we will definitely arrive there. I'm convinced that one of the reasons why the cross is such an enduring symbol is because of its relationship to a compass, because of its relationship to orientation. The cross demands attention. It demands that it be looked upon, that it be gazed upon, that it be taken seriously. And it says, you are right here, right now. Be present. Orient yourself. Oftentimes in life, we find ourselves at the outer edge of a circle. We find ourselves at the outer edge of life's merry-go-round. And when we're in that situation, the things that pass by are dizzying because they pass quickly. If you're standing at the outside of the merry-go-round and you're facing outward, then the scenery is passing by very quickly. But if you can make your way to the center of the merry-go-round, and if you look at the center of the hub of the merry-go-round, it does not move. This is the hub of the universe, where nothing changes, where nothing moves. This is God. This is meaning. This is Logos. This is Jesus Christ. Be centered.
And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains and brake in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire a still small voice. Reorient yourself away from the fires and earthquakes of life, away from the hectic distractions and to-do lists, away from the spinning outer rim of the merry-go-round, and toward the center, toward the things that are truly important, and toward God, the center of the wheel.
If you like our mission, you like what we stand for, mind, body, and spirit health, and you enjoy watching our videos, then please do consider going to heritageartsinc.com and checking out our free programs. Support us by making a donation. For a $25 donation, or maybe $20, you can pick up one of our amazing t-shirts. You could set up a recurring donation of just $1 or $2 a month. Or you could subscribe to this channel for $5.99 a month and help us spread our message of mind, body, and spirit health to all those people suffering from ill health, lack of direction, lack of meaning, and so on. Maybe it's fair to say that your attitude matters more than the goal itself. Take care, and God bless.